Hello there, today we're going to learn how to create, insert, update, delete data in a MySQL. So let's get started. So first navigate to the MySQL workbench. It will display like this. Then log into admin. So I logged in this admin here. So this is the MySQL workbench. If you'd like to know how to install MySQL workbench, there is an existing video. I'll put a link in the description, or there's a link might be popping up somewhere in the window here. You can click on that and follow those steps to install the MySQL workbench. Okay, let's get started. So today we're going to discuss about create a table, then insert data into the table, then third one, update data in a table, then fourth one, delete data from a table, then fifth one, drop the table. Okay, so first step is create the table. So you could see here, this is the schema. So this is here, you could see the schema. Schema is nothing but the databases. So there's these are databases: account, Bollywood album, e-commerce, my world, SQL.org. So I'm going to use one of this database, and inside that I'm going to create a table. So you could see there are tables are here. The three tables are there. So I'm going to create another table under SQL_org. So to use the database, the syntax, what is the syntax? That's correct. It says use SQL_org. Now let's execute this. Let's execute it. Now it's using this database. So to insert the data, the syntax would be like this. So create table, and this is the table name, which is the student. And these are the columns: ID, name, address, state, city, and zip. And this is the data type, which is ID is an integer, and this not to be null. It's a primary key, and name is a worker, which is 50. It's going to do up to the 50 characters. Worker is a variable characters, and state is a character. It is fixed character. So this how you can define. You should have the name and the data type. It's like name, address. So what are these are the data types are there. So now if I execute this, it should create a table called student. So let's execute it. So to execute this is command written. So now it's executed successfully. So now if I refresh here, you could see there is a refresh icon here. If I refresh here, you could see the student table is there. So the student table is created. So now if I do select star from student, so table will be there, but there should not be any data. So now it says a blank table, everything is null. So that's great. So what I need to do now, insert data into the table. So the first step we have completed, how to create the table. Same way you can create as many as table. The next is insert the data into the table. So to insert the data into the table, first step is you need to know structure of the table. So structure of the table, basically if you come to your student here, and you could see there is an icon here. This is the icon. We'll click on that. It will display the structure of the table. So this is the structure of the table. You can do this way, or you can write a query to verify the structure of the table, which is if you write describe, then table name student. Now if I execute this, so now you could see here, so this is the structure of the table. So you could see this is the structure of the table, where the fields, data type, and if there is null or primary key, everything is defined here. Okay, so to insert the data, so like this we need to do. So insert into the table name and the values, and you need to enter all the value. Like first one is integer ID, that's why, and worker you need to have this double quotes because it's a string. So you need to enter like this. Then after that, if you like to execute all these 4 columns at once, you can select all this, then command shift return. Now you could see that all these 4 has been executed successfully, which is defined here. All 4 has been executed. Now if I do select star from student, you could see there's 4 records have been inserted. So what I'm going to do now, I am to insert another record where I am to have city and zip code as null value. So to do that, insert into the values, I put all this, and then you could see these last two is the there's no value, so it's going to insert as a null value. So execute this one. Now if you do select star from student one more time, you could see, oh sorry, this one is already student ID is there, so I need to do this 5. Now let's execute one more time. Okay, now if I go for student, now execute, now you could see the 5th record, which is the 5th one. You could see the city and state is a null value. There is no value here. That's great. So this way you can insert the data into the table. And the next one is update data. To update the data into the table, so suppose now I like to update the city and zip code for the ID 5. So the syntax would be update. So table name is student, then set the city equals to, I'll give Hyderabad, then I need to give zip code as equals to 87654, then where ID equals to 5, because I am to update this particular ID. So now if I execute this, it should execute successfully. You could see one row has been executed, affected. Now if I do select star from student one more time, so now you could see here the record number 5 has been updated to Hyderabad and the zip code 87654, which will be passed here, line number 21. So now think about, I like to update, okay, I don't want to Hyderabad, I am to give Hyderabad 1, 2, 3. So what you can do, just type 1, 2, 3, then if you execute this one, it will change again. So if I go here, so now you could see here, it's changed to Hyderabad 1, 2, 3. So that's how you can update the data. Next one is the delete data. So suppose I like to delete row number 1. So the delete. So first is let's do that like this. Select star from student where ID equals to 1. So it's going to fetch the first row. So if I execute this, you could see the first row is fetched, only one, ID 1. So if I like to delete that one, so it should be delete from table name student where ID equals to 1. So now if I execute this, it's executed successfully. Now if I go to a student table, so now you could see row number 1 has been deleted. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 is deleted. Same way you can delete as many as records if you want to delete the records. So this way you can delete the data. The next is drop the table. So basically if you want to delete the whole table here, so the syntax would be drop table, then table name. So if I execute this, again command enter. So now you see executed successfully. Now you could see this table is not there now, student. So if I do here select star from student now, it will give the error. So you could see there is no table. You could see here it said there's table scholars.student doesn't exist. So that's it today, guys.